delighted because the building has a context of history, a context of culture that would inspire us the way we handle these buildings. Our task is to bring it back to life, how it was like as much as possible. And if you look at the architecture of the Sultan, it represents Singapore, it represents Southeast Asia. Why? Because you can see the influence of, first of all, Western architecture, the classical order that has been adopted by the English. And on top of that, you have another layer of, let's say, the Indian influence from the wooden shutters, and the Chinese influence of certain motifs, and Malay influence of some of the detailing of, say, the architraves and all that. And so we have, along the way, established our own aesthetic, we have established our own cultural identity.
这座建筑物呢，它就是所谓的藏经阁。藏经阁的意思就是说，这个地方是伊斯兰教，就是回教的，所以它这个建筑物的上面最顶的那个部分，其实是他们把它用来放了可兰经的，所以他们也讲说这个建筑是一个很神圣。他们对这个地方，对Kampung Glam来讲，这个是一个很特别、很重要的一个就是他们藏他们可兰经的地方。Like the name, has given back a piece of history to the place, and a lot of the response as well as the remark by people who live here love it because it gives them the feeling of how the old Singapore was like. I think the charm of modern living in an old house like this is that you have different layers of experiences and is much more interesting than just one layer kind of experiences. 我所做的工作跟责任呢，就是承前启后了，听到没有？但是也希望是说，还有一句话就是春风化雨，听到没有？所以我今天要开过的就是这8个字，承前启后，就是把这些传统有价值的东西，就是前人留下来的，不要去把它给破坏掉。连希望后面的人能够在有这样的接近这样的一个经验，前人的经验。把它好好保留，甚至发扬光大。现在就是春风化雨，就是冬天就过去了嘛，现在是春天了嘛。春天的风呢，就化成细雨，我就觉得这个是我所要讲的话。
The most important thing is that the Sultan has given back to us an identity, a cultural identity. Perhaps belong to Singapore. I think that is something without saying. In the process of finding, I realized that is the most important element of all.